and gentlemen, your host for the evening, Kente Scott!
Comedy Cafe, what's happening, y'all? We are back up in here in December. We done made it to the end of the year. I ain't did nothing. I'm your host, Kente Scott. You already know that. Hope y'all are safe in your houses. Made it to December. I feel like 2020 is too long because folks are doing stuff they shouldn't be doing no more. Like, there's a reason why you retire from certain things. Like, you ain't got to retire from everything, but in certain things, there's a reason why they call it retirement. Boxing is one of them. I don't know if y'all saw this, but COVID is on. Netflix ran out, so my boy got the Tyson Roy Jones Jr. fight. And he was like, come on through. I was like, I ain't got to put nothing on it because I don't believe in paying for foolishness. And he was like, no, I already paid for it. I said, all right, I'll be there because I will watch some foolishness. Now, this was a shame and a travesty all at the same time. It was a sham travesty. It was a shamesty is what it was. Because these two brothers, I knew at the weigh-in it was going to be a problem because they came out. Both of them had their shirts off, and they looked like two drunk uncles about to fight in the backyard over a Domino's game. Because neither one of them looked like they had been in shape since '95. Roy Jones looked like he just drank a fifth of everything right before the weigh-in. He got up there. You ain't see a muscle or a six-pack. You ain't see a one-pack. You ain't see an ab. You just saw an ah. That's what it looked like. And they got up there, and I was like, oh, this is going to be funny. This is going to be hilarious. So they showed up. And the night of the fight, they don't have no fans because it's COVID, so they just come out. And I knew Roy Jones didn't want to be there on the walkout because this brother came out. He ain't had no shirt on. He just had on his Jumpman jersey. He was walking slew foot and looked like he had arthritis and rheumatoid arthritis in both knees. It took him 20 minutes to do his walkout. He walked out so slow, they had to play his theme music 4 times in a row. He was like, y'all must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot. Play it again. Y'all must have forgot. He was walking out like he didn't like he realized at that moment, I really got to fight Mike Tyson. like at that moment he realized Mike might still be a little crazy. Like we was playing all the way up into this, but in the ring, Mike might want to bite me, because Mike bit people before. So he was walking there like, hey man, can we stop? Can I just go home? I don't feel like really being here. And Mike came out. And Mike came out with the towel over his stuff, and he had the old school Mike boots on. But Mike boots looked different this time. Like I remember the old Mike boots. Like they was black, they was short, they just looked like little Chuck Taylors without the Chuck on the side. These Mike boots Mike had on, I don't know if y'all saw it, but they had a little bit of a wedge heel, like a 3rd grade school picture. He looked like he was going to picture day with the wedges on. He looked like he had on some Prince starter boxing boots. He looked like he's gonna be like, oh, real tough. It was crazy. So they came out, and for about 32 seconds, it was phenomenal. Like for 32 seconds, they both looked like they was back doing what they do. Like Roy Jones was hitting with the no-look punches. He's like, watch out. And Mike Tyson came out like, I'm going to get him. And in that 33rd second, all of the old hit him. Because they both was in the middle of the ring like, hey, look here, brother. I ain't trying to fight you no more. This is ridiculous. How much longer we got? Why we didn't get 30-second rounds with 3-minute breaks in between? This is ridiculous. After the first round, Roy Jones was in his corner. I feel like he was crying because he had his eyes closed, trying to breathe in like, oh, God, how much longer we got here? Mike was in the other corner. It looked like he was smoking a Newport. Look here, this is ridiculous. How much longer we got to do this for? Like, they didn't need a cut, man. They needed oxygen, man. They needed something, like not even the oxygen right here, the ones that go up your nostrils. They needed the ICU oxygen. By the 3rd round, the only one getting a workout was the referee because he kept trying to pull Roy Jones off of Mike Tyson. Like, Roy, you got to get off him. No, I'm not letting this brother go. I'm not letting him go. It was ridiculous. And at a certain point, Mike got frustrated because he couldn't hit Roy, and he just bit his glove. He's like, I'm going to bite something today. Somebody getting bit today. That's all I know. It was a shame. And then at the end, Roy was still winded. Like, Roy looked like he hadn't run a lap in 6 years. They was like, Roy, how you feel? Like, It was something. Like, Roy was talking like oxygen was 2 feet ahead of him, and he couldn't get to it. Like, if I could just get to the air, if the Lord would just bless me with a wind in my face. And Mike was cool. Mike was like, man, we could do this again. It means nothing to me. It was nothing. It was ludicrous. I could do this all day. What y'all didn't know is that Mike had been smoking the funny cigarettes before the fight. Like, Mike was like, yeah, I've been smoking all the time. Like, I could tell, Mike, because you can't, after the fight, they was asking Mike questions. He wasn't even answering the questions that they was asking. They was like, Mike, how you feel about the fight, and how you feel about hurting Roy Jones? And why everybody worried about Roy? I haven't fought in 16 years. Why nobody care about me? Like, because you crazy, Mike. Nobody cares about the crazy one. You always care about the one who's fooling with the crazy one. And boxing is different. Like, boxing ain't a sport to play with. Like, in the undercard, they had former basketball player, NBA dunk champion Nate Robinson, decided he wanted to be a boxer. He's 36 years old. This almost like becoming a drug addict at too late. Like, there should be, like, somebody should have checked his ID, like 36. No, that's not when you start this. No, you're supposed to start this foolishness at 18, 19 so you can get out your system. You don't go from one sport and then be like, hey, I'm going to be a boxer, because you can't play boxing. Like, I could play basketball. I could play football. I could play everything. You can't play boxing. Boxing is boxing. Like, you boxing, somebody gonna hit you. Like, you can spar with the headgear on, be like, that's cool. But boxing, when they take them headgear off, that's just your face and somebody else's leather. And Nate Robinson didn't know it, and he was, and I didn't take the dude he was fighting seriously neither. It was some dude, Jake Paul. He was an influencer on social media. And I guess he'd been working out, and he was like, I'm going to fight Nate Robinson. Nate Robinson, like, I play basketball. I'm going to fight him too. Now, Nate got in the ring, and immediately I knew Nate did not know what he got himself into. Because as soon as the dude, Jake Paul, flinched at him, he did the scariest defensive move I've ever seen. Like, I was like, ooh, Nate finna lose. When Jake Paul flinched at him, he did the cockroach stomp at him. Get on out of here. I said, Nate, what are you doing? That was his old defense. Every time the dude flicked, come playing. I said, you can't close your eyes in boxing, Nate. You're going to get killed in there. You're going to get hurt. And the dude, Jake Paul, now let's not act like he was Tyson. He was not phenomenal by any means. But he knew how to throw a windmill punch. And if you've ever had a sister or ever fought a girl, the windmill punch is when you put your head down, you just do this. That's all it is, windmill. You put your head down, hope you connect with something. And because Nate had never fought anything in training with arms, clearly he didn't know the windmill was coming, because he kept walking into it. And the first one he hit, dude, Jake Paul, hit him in the back of the head. Nate went down, and Nate immediately laid down too long. I was like, Nate, why are you on the ground? It wasn't that hard. But you could tell Nate was like, hey, man, this ain't no dunk contest. This hurts. But he had to get up because, it was for the coach. Nate was, the guy he was fighting was white. So everybody in America, black America was like, Nate, you got to get up. You got to get up for the people. So he got up and he was like, man, I don't want to be here no more. Like, you could see it in his eyes. He had that one little glory tear coming down, like, I don't want to quit. I don't want to quit. I don't want to go no more. And it was, but he came back and he got hit again. Second time he got hit again, you could see in his eyes before he hit the ground that he was like, they not paying me enough for this. And he hit the ground, and I was like, oh, Nate, don't get up no more. Don't get up no more, Nate. Nate got up one more time. I don't know why. I would have stayed down. I'm not a boxer. I know my limitations. Nate walked into another one of them windmill punches, and Nate was snoring on the way to the ground. Nate got hit and was like, Nate put down a pillow on the ground. He curled up. Nate was sucking his thumb on the ground in the boxing ring. Oh, mama, read me a bedtime story, please. Nate got hit so hard. Nate retired from retiring. He was like, you know what? I ain't boxing no more. I am not doing nothing. I ain't doing nothing. Nate canceled all of his social media while he was on the ground. He was like, yeah, get off of Twitter, get off of Instagram, get off Facebook. He got rid of all his followers. He had his press conference on the ground. He was like, I want to thank my mama for giving birth to me. I don't know what I was thinking. I never really not really a boxer, but I was like, let's try it one time. But I want to thank my corner man for never telling me to duck one time. I want to thank my uncle for teaching me the flinch technique. It didn't really work neither, but hey, thank you, Unc. And the funniest part about the whole night was Snoop Dogg. If Snoop Dogg is not commentating any sporting event I'm watching from now on, I'm not watching it. Snoop Dogg was amazing. Snoop Dogg, when Nate Robinson got hit the first time, old black woman came out of Snoop Dogg. Oh, Lord! Nate was on the ground. Snoop was singing old Negro spirituals like, Lord, come take me home. Snoop turned into the 54 from Glory. He was like, Lord, 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 Lord. If Snoop not commentating, I'm not watching, because Snoop was amazing. Snoop was like, Nate, Jesus, come on, bro, don't do that to your boy. Nate, don't do him to you like that. Nate was like, no, I'm not getting up, Snoop. I'm not in here with you. Snoop knew better. Snoop was like, I will commentate, but I'm not boxing because I know my limitations. Nate, thank you for taking one for the team. I appreciate you, but you should retire from even thinking of anything else. If you think about fighting anybody, you should be like, you know what, I'm sorry. They should just play the tape, because your kids, they can't go back to school. Like, good thing they're in virtual school for the next year and a half, because they can't go back to the lunch line. Like, your daddy got beat up by everybody. Like, I didn't know social media influencers, their punches hit harder when they had more people. Like, I didn't know 30 million people get behind your punch, because that brother looked like he got hit by 30 million people when he went to sleep. Comedy Cafe, you know how we do. We about to get this show rolling. If you ready for the comedy, let me hear you say, yeah. Okay, yeah, I heard you through your TV. All right, y'all. Coming to the stage, one of my funny brothers in comedy. He's been to the Comedy Cafe several times, and he's destroyed it every time. Out of New York originally, lives in L.A. now. You've seen him on Everybody Hates Chris. He's going to be on the upcoming season of the Upshaws. Y'all, Comedy Cafe, show some love for my homeboy, Mike Estime!
Thank you, Kente. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Oh, y'all don't know how happy I am just to be out here. I'm telling you right now, just to be away from my children. I mean, I love them because it's the law, but I'm going to tell you something right now. It is difficult. I never realized through this whole quarantine thing how much I really don't like my kids. It just came into dawn for me. Like certain things, like I would ask them to do certain things. Like can you clean the room up? Can you wash the dishes? And they do. Next time I'm going to say, just do the bare minimum. And that's what they do. They are really good at that. That's one thing I never understood. And one thing I'm trying to understand is, why is it I don't understand third grade math? I'm not able to understand the Zoom classes. I'm all confused. I'm like, Daddy, what is it? You know what? Ask your mother. She went to Northwestern. I have no clue what's going on right here. But I'm happy to be here. I know I've been trying to get myself together. I'm trying to get my kids all acclimated. You know, I'm trying to take them to I took them to protests. You know, I took them to all these protests, and I took my son to one of the protests out here. It was down near Hollywood, and that's when it was hot. It was all hot. And we go down there, and all of a sudden, we're marching, and then all of a sudden, a car blows up, boom! And then all of a sudden, fire goes, boom! I'm like, oh, back up. Then we go to another protest that was student-led, and we're just marching and chanting, it's all love, we're kneeling, we're putting our fists in the air. And I asked my kids, so what did you think? You think this is what I'm talking about? You like this protest? Like, it ain't like the other one. I'm like, oh my God, are you giving a Yelp review to another protest? Like, I don't know about that one. The other one was lit. There was fire and people was cursing. Oh my God. I'm like, oh my goodness, you giving 3 stars to another protest? It's ridiculous. And one thing I'm trying to make sure that they understand, and I wanted to go to the DC protest with them. And then I saw like all these posts, how it was like 98 degrees when they were marching, like 98 degrees. Oh my goodness. That's not marching weather for me. That's a little hot. I mean, at that time, I started getting mad. I'm like, maybe they did do it. I don't know. Good God, all lives matter. It's so hot. It's so hot. Hell. I'm glad the election is over. Before I was never a political person, tell you the truth. I really wasn't. I didn't even know what was going on. Like, I didn't know what a swing state was. When people like, he's going to win the swing state. He's got to win a swing state. I didn't know. I thought a swing state was where me and my wife can go and get some action. That's what it was. Like, oh, girl, we going to Missouri. That's a swing state. We going to Nebraska, girl. We going to get a freak on. About time. My girl fell. She fell. She's in Jersey right now, so she leaves me with the kids because she's smart. She fell, she falls down, she falls down, scrapes her face because she was trying to jog. She calls me from Jersey, Michael, I fell. I said, okay. She's like, can you believe him? Like, yeah, you calling me out of New Jersey? Yeah, what you want me to do? What you want to lean your chin up to the phone, let me heal you? I mean, call 911 for God's sake. What's wrong with you? It's ridiculous. I know one thing, it's like, and one thing, she babies my boys. Oh my God, she babies my boys. Too much to the point where they're just getting obnoxious now. And I'm getting more obnoxious too. Like now I'm trying, because the thing is about it, because I come from a Haitian West Indian family. My father didn't take that, soft stuff. He's like, I don't want you to cry, okay? I don't want you to cry. There's no crying, okay? I remember the first time my father, what kind of person he was. I was 5 years old, I'll never forget. And I kept coughing. I had a cold. I was 5 years old. And my father, like, because he had to stay home from work, so he was already low at his pace. Like, if you cough one more time, you know what? I dare you to cough. Go ahead, cough. Go ahead, cough, Mr. Big Man. My father is bucking a 5-year-old kid. He's trying to give me go ahead, cough. I dare you to cough. I'm 5 years old. I don't know what was happening, but I know he wasn't playing. I was like, you ever cough and that snot start coming out your I didn't want to go to the bathroom. I was clenching up them butt cheeks. You have to go to the bathroom? I'm walking to my room. I look like a drug mule. I'm just walking, my butt cheeks all clenched up. I can't even. I was afraid to break winter. What was that? My dad didn't play, man. My father, everything is about work. And if no one knows, I didn't think I said it, he's Haitian West Indian. I just started throwing an accent in there, like he was Count Chocula or something. No, he's from the West Indies. Like, well, where is he from? Is he from Bulgaria? No, he's an Haitian West Indian dude. And one thing about it is, now with this pandemic, your parents, they share with you more, don't they? They share with you more all the time. Like my father, I'll call him up. I'm like, hey, Pop, how you doing? I have blood in my stool. I'm like, hey, man, you want to say hello first? I don't even know where that came from. Why you got blood? I don't know. I went to the bathroom and I got blood in my stool. I'm like, Pop, we don't need to. Can you take me off a speaker? Come on now. You're in the supermarket. I don't know what you're doing. He goes, I don't know why. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe you went to prison. I have no clue why you got blood in your stool. One time he goes, I see it on my testicle. Dad, come on. I don't know. I mean, move, get something to support, better support. I have no clue what to tell you. He's crazy, man. And one thing, he does that to my kids. He put that into my mind. He's like, I want you to be strong. He wants me to be strong, but he gets my kids anything they want. Anything they want. Everything they want. Hey, Dad, Grandpa, come here. Okay, here you go. Okay. Oh, no problem. And like everything they messing around. Like my kid he wanted these skinny jeans. He wanted these skinny jeans, my God. And my kids are skinny. You can't be skinny and have skinny jeans. How's that work? They didn't even look right. They look like black licorice. They didn't even look right. My son couldn't even walk in the jeans. He like, yeah, he walking a pigeon toe like he got some new Jordans. Yeah, his knees bucking, how you, yeah. Thanks a lot, Dad. He tried to fart, the fart went right back in. Oh, Daddy know how to get some jeans. That's right, that's why he's my favorite Papa. Thank you, Papa. He's okay, don't worry about it. Don't you dare, okay, go ahead, cough. You okay. He was ridiculous. But the thing with me, oh my God. But now he's traumatized me because everything, you have to be strong. You have to be a man. And I'm not trying to be that typical father. Because my kid, I'm an actor. An actor's supposed to show vulnerability. But yet, I get mad at my children when they start crying. Like I did start crying. I'm like, hey man, what you crying about? What's all this crying about, man? You better stop all that crying, dude. You gonna be punk. You wanna be punk? You wanna be punk? My lady's like, he's only 5. I don't care. I'm trying not to do that. Because they're trying to be their own person. Because I remember especially my little one, oh my God. My little one, and I'm so glad he's now grown up. He took him to like 5 or 6 to potty train. He's a boy. I was like, 5 or 6? Good Lord. There's something wrong with him. I'm like, I know you a little slow down here, but I need to slow up here. My goodness, what's going on? And the thing about it was, my lady, she's from India. She was born in India. She goes, you know what, Michael? In India, what they do is just take off the diaper, and they just walk around, and they figure it out. And I'm like, what? Yeah, he figured it out all right. He figured out how to mark his territory. That's what he did. This boy walking around, nigga. I got an Indian baby kid. That's what I got. I'm like, he's walking around and pooping at the same time. I got a part horse for a son. Boy, how old are you? Why are you doing it? Oh, Lord, I can't even walk in my own house. This is ridiculous. What is going on? How'd he get it in my DVD player? What's he doing in my DVD player? Good Lord, I'm trying to watch La La Land, now it's Caca Land. What is going on? This is nasty. Oh, my goodness. And one thing they do is have a lot of play dates. One thing they have a lot of play dates. Lord have mercy. I can't take these play dates anymore. Especially the parents that have so many rules for the child. All right, now make sure he doesn't eat gluten, okay? Make sure he's gluten-free because he can't have that. I don't even know what gluten is. First of all, I didn't know what gluten. That's how ignorant my butt was. Gluten. That sounds like something like if you don't have enough water, like if the chicken is dry, gluten. That's what it sounds like. Gluten. And then, like I thought we were gluten for punishment or something like that. I thought that was a glutinous maximum. So that's what that was. The gluten. And then I found out what gluten-free is. I had a gluten-free cupcake. I found out what that is. You know what it is? Taste. That's what it is right there. I never thought, oh my goodness, it was a birthday party and people were saying, happy birthday. Like, nobody's happy. Nobody's happy. Oh my goodness. And I find if you want to know what gluten-free is, take some dirt in a napkin and eat it. That's what gluten-free is right there. Nasty. And I was so upset, I had a gift for the person, I just took the gift right out the box and gave it the box empty. And then what do you call it? Oh, that's a gluten-free gift. Happy birthday to you. You like that? Right there. Get away from me. Oh my goodness. And it was just so much that I have to deal with them, man. And the kid, you know, the parent has all these rules, and some of the kids, you know, I mean, honestly, it was an ugly child. It was. I mean, if you look at it, it's an ugly child, you know. Like, and you ever have that awkward moment when the person comes up in there and they're trying to show you their baby, and then you think it's 9, 10 months, it's supposed to have a little baby fat, and then you look at, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You use everything but cute. It is a blessing. It is a blessing. And it really should be in the skies. I tell you that much. Oh my. And then the baby like, oh, I never knew it could cry like that. How a baby cry like that? Hey, look at you little Wookie. Oh my goodness. He's like, I'm going to put him in commercial. Yeah, you put it on some Raisin Bran because this baby's scaring the poop out of me. I tell you that much. Yes. Lord have mercy. I'll tell you one thing is I'm trying to understand certain things. I'm trying to understand why people do what they do, you know? Like they were talking about those masks and all that. People don't want to wear masks. They had like a rally, and they can't even get their chant right, these people that don't want their masks. They said, give me liberty and give me death. That's not even a chant. It's or death. They don't even know how to chant right. They give me liberty and give me death. Corona's like, okay, you know. No problem. I got you. Please. I wish you can't give me liberty and give me death. You know. And then when Trump got corona, boy, woo! I don't know. I know you're supposed to be, you know, not wish death on anybody, but there was a little tickle in my heart. I don't know about you. There was a little tickle in my heart, like, because I couldn't even say. I tried to say, I was like, Trump got corona. I started laughing. I said, look at Trump got corona. Woo, I'm sorry, Jesus. No, really, Trump got oh, God. It was funny to me, man. And my mother, who's the most religious person, she thinks she gets everybody's God bless him. I love you, Jesus. God bless him. When I told her, when she found out Trump got, I hope he die. God bless him. I'm like, Mom, you can't have someone die and then God bless him at the same time, Mama. That's dichotomy. You can't be doing that, man. That's one thing, bro. Oh. And now one thing I told my kids is like never judge, though, you know, because when you try to judge, then you inhibit everybody else's potential and your stereotype, you know. Because one thing I never do is try to stereotype. Because one thing I hate is when they say urban. I hate that word urban. Because you say really urban. You know what urban stands for? It's a code word for black talk. That's what it is. Let me say this. You live in these, and in urban areas, Negro, king. That's what they're trying to say right there. Yeah, urban. And the thing about it, I've been to Urban Outfitters, and I see white people in there. You know, I see black people at Cracker Barrel. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got to open up. And I see Mexican people making my Chinese food. You see what I'm saying? You can't You just can't limit people right there. I remember one time I used to do cruises. Man. And the thing about it was they said that if you fall over the boat, you have to say, bravo, bravo. That's what they say. You fall into the sea, you point and say, bravo, bravo. I said, no, I don't want no standing ovation. Bravo or bravo. You act like I meant to do that. Bravo. No. Helpo, Negro, Negro. Throw me a dang lifeline. Good Lord. And I'm trying to keep myself in shape because that's one thing the quarantine's trying to teach you, to keep yourself in shape. My kids don't want to do nothing, you know. They don't want to do nothing. They just want to be sitting in front of the dang Fortnite and just, do I have to? What am I going to do? Walk. And then I told my kid to just walk there. I said, come on, man, let's walk outside. Outside? He was looking at it like it was a golf shot. I went, well, how long is it going to be? Because I'm cramping up. I'm like, man, just go sit down somewhere. You know, I had to go. So I told before we did, I took my son to a gym. I took it to a gym because I was like, I want him to be, tough, manly. So we went to boxing. And one thing about boxing is that when you get hit, you find out what kind of person you are right off the bat. I'm serious. Once you get hit, you find out real quick. And I walked up in there with my boys, and then the guy was like, hey, man, you want to jump in here and spar? I'm like, spar? Oh, yeah, let's do this. Come on, we can do this. I put my headgear, my mouthpiece. I'm like, how you doing, bro? Okay, let's do this. Let's do this, boy. And I was into it, boy. I had my move. What? But see, that's how I look like in my head. Because in reality, I was like this, And all of a sudden, that was with a professional fighter picking up my and then I got hit right here, right in the kidney shot, just boom, and a sound came out of my body. I never thought another human being could ever make. I don't know what that was. I was like, and he just, look at, hit me. It was like a baby crying in the crib. And also, I'm trying to explain to myself, the person's hit me, and I'm trying to explain, and the person, why are you doing this? Use your words. Black Lives Matter. Oh. And the one thing about it, I started crying. I literally was starting to cry in the ring. And my son's like, yeah, like granddad said, you're going to be a punk for the rest of your life. You better go wear rainbow shirts. Like, don't listen to your grandfather. Don't listen to your grandfather. Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you right now, she beat the heck out of me. Oh, my Lord. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Speaking of boxing, my God, Nate Robinson took that L. Good Lord, what was Nate think? He said he's going to represent the NBA. I don't think you did a good job there, Nate. Nothing NBA, yeah. Nothing but asphalt. That's what he felt right there. Just right there, nothing but asphalt right there. And he was wearing the Knicks colors too. He had the nerve to wear the Knicks colors, which was apropos because if you've seen the Knicks, that's how their season is. Fall right flat. That's what they look like too. Just right there. And oh my goodness. Snoop Dogg was amazing though. But Mike, oh my goodness, Mike came out there. He was like, yeah, I want to do it again. But Roy Jones, did you see Roy Jones' face? Like, Roy, you want to fight? He was like, well, if I could just catch my breath, because Mike pushed my kidney up into my chest. Oh my God! If you saw Mike and Roy, didn't that look like a before-after picture? My goodness. I mean, my goodness. I never saw nipples that went down to a navel before. I mean, Roy, good Lord, do a push-up or something. You on national television, Roy. Good Lord. It was ridiculous. And I give him credit for it, though. I give him credit. I mean, I can't give you credit for a butt whooping like that, but I give you credit. You walk up in there and, take it. Because I remember one time, because you have to realize your strengths and weaknesses. Because you sometimes think you're in better shape than you actually are. Because I tried to play ball with my boy. He just turned 17. And my son was like, hey, Dad, you want to play a little ball? And I'm like, oh, you want to play some? All right, dog. Let's do this, dog. Let's do it. Come on, man. I got in my little defense. I sat in that chair like, ha. And he shot the ball. Ball hit the rim. I jumped up, grabbed the ball, and I came down, and my back said, you're too old. I said, oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. And you trying to play it off like, Dad, you all right? Yeah, you don't know about this move right here. This is a new move right here, boy. It felt like someone poured a bowl of cereal in my back. That's what it felt like. Oh, good Lord. And the thing about it, I was trying to walk back to the house like, it's all right, it's all right. And the more I walked, the more I just kept going down and down. By the time I reached the door, I was the 5th dude on the evolution chart. I was like, Lord have mercy. Good God, this dude, this is not the position you want to be when your wife walks in. Like, babe, what you doing? Oh, no, it's not what you think. The dog. Even the dog walked in and was like, really, can't we have everything? Here's one thing, man. This was great, man. Like I said, I just enjoy being outside. Enjoy being outside. The thing I love to do is when I'm walking and then I see a white person walk toward me and I jump in the bushes. It feels so good to do. Oh my God, now you're here, just jumping. I don't know where you've been. I'm sorry, you look suspicious. I'm so sorry. Just keep walking. No, I'm sorry, Becky. I can't talk to you right now. I'm just sorry. You're bringing down the property value. I'm so sorry. Hey, guys, thank you so much. My name is Mike Estime. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, Comedy Cafe. Yeah, show your love one more time for my funny folks, man. They are hilarious. This is what we gonna be doing for y'all every week. Comedy Cafe, the laugh train don't stop. We trying to bring this laughter to you every week. So please follow us, check us out on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, the church website. You know what it is. Faithful Central Comedy Cafe. I'm your host, Kente Scott. Share us with some friends. Let some friends know we bringing this laughter to y'all. In the pandemic, we making it happen. God bless y'all. Good night.